So we'll have to change the webcam here to right. No, we need to change it. Usually we change it. So it looks.
Oh, okay, it's better. No, we want to use mic and my current device is mic and not headphone. So this jack is used for both. We want to use mic. Okay, it means microphone. Or else if you plug in a headphone, it will switch to headphone. So it's shared. So you have to select mic and right.
Over here too, or not? It's on? Oh, okay. Welcome. And quite a few of you are new to our class. So we welcome you, all of you. Những người mới tới, we usually speak English and Vietnamese. You don't mind. The reason being that I know most of you can understand English. But there's some people who are cooking in the kitchen right now who prefer Vietnamese. And if we want to have a good lunch, we better make them happy. So I beg you to bear with all of us. Okay. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a monk who has been here for 20 years. I've been a monk for 20 years. Thầy xuất gia đã 20 năm rồi. I first came to chant because I was a lay person. Trước kia thầy là người tại gia. And I worked very hard. I was working 70 to 100 hours a week. Trước thầy làm việc 70 tiếng đến 100 tiếng một tuần for years. And after years of working like that, I realized I was drained. I had nothing left. Mới thấy rằng người hết nó kiệt sức. I was so drained, couldn't do anything. And so I realized I had to do something quickly to restore my health. Mới quyết định mình phải làm cái gì gấp rút để mà hồi phục sức khỏe của mình. And so I looked into martial arts, didn't học võ, because I always been interested in martial arts, never had a time or opportunity to learn that well. But I settled on meditation because I realized meditation is the quickest way, was the most effective way to heal. And so that's how I learned chant. I learned chant because of really just a stroke of luck. Vậy quyết định học thiền tại vì nó lẹ nhất để mà hồi phục sức khỏe. Học cái thiền tông bên Đại Thừa mình tại cái duyên nó tới thôi. I didn't know much about chant. I stumbled into chant. That's my late masters right there, a Chinese master, gặp Ngài Tiến Hóa. I never wanted to learn from him. I was planning to learn from a Vietnamese meditation teacher. Thì đó là tính đi học thiền với một cái vị thiền sư người Việt Nam. And he wasn't around. So I happened to go next to his temple because that's the only two places I knew of who would have meditation classes. Và đó chỉ biết hai chỗ dạy thiền thôi. Chỗ đầu tiên là Hòa Thượng người Việt Nam và ông có ở đó. Thành thầy mới tới chùa thứ nhì là Hòa Thượng Tiến Hóa. And that's how I learned. I never look back because within a month and a half of learning or practicing meditation with him, through his method, I restored my health completely. It healed me completely. It made me even healthier and stronger than before. Rồi sau 1 tháng rưỡi mà thầy tu thiền với phương pháp này tiến hóa đó, thì thầy khám phá ra sức khỏe nó hoàn toàn nó hồi phục, nó còn sung sức hơn lúc trước. So I became intrigued. Nó mới thấy tò mò. So wow, this is such a wonderful thing. There must be a lot more than that. Month and a half, I got so much out of it. It's got to be a lot more. Và thầy mới nổi lòng tham lên, became greedy. Anh nói là 1 tháng rưỡi mà hồi phục sức khỏe là chắc chắn nó còn có nhiều nữa. Okay, so I decided to do it full time. Okay, learn meditation, practice meditation full time. Rồi bắt đầu tính là học thiền chuyên môn, thành nó bỏ. So I became a monk. Shave my head. That's all it took. It's very simple. Rất là giản dị. It's no big deal for us, you know. You just cut off your hair, change your clothes. chỉ cạo đầu xong rồi thay áo quần. Buddhist, very minimalist. Phật giáo rất là giản dị. Okay? And my plan has always been to learn meditation for a while and learn from the best and then quit. Thầy mục tiêu thầy là chỉ học from mấy ông thầy mà giỏi nhất, xong mà học biết nghề xong rồi bỏ, mà trở lại hoàn tục. Because I figure I wasn't willing to give up all the fun and the excitement of lay life, which I know very well. Nào đâu có chịu bỏ cuộc vào sống cuộc đời hoàn tục, tính hoàn tục. So I worked very hard. I was very aggressive, very ambitious. I practiced meditation day in, day out. And you know, my master knew of my intentions. See, he knows everything. Ông thầy ông giỏi vậy. That's why I admire him so much. He knew I was up to no good, and yet he allowed me to become a fake monk. Mặc dù ông Hòa Thượng biết hết tất cả là cái tâm thầy đã chỉ thì vui chơi thôi, cái gì mà hơi hợt, mà cũng cho phép cạo đầu xuống giá. It turns out that the more I learn, I become more adept at meditation. Từ mới khám ra, càng ngày mình càng hiểu về cái thiền, càng giỏi về thiền, công phu thiền nó cao hơn. I became happier and happier and happier. Ngày càng có thấy sung sướng, hạnh phúc hơn. And pretty soon, the plan of maximum 10 years, I said maybe 11 years. Này bắt đầu nới thêm tí. Today I still a monk because I like this. I must admit to you that I was wrong. Bây giờ mới thấy là khám phá ra mình sai lầm. The more skilled you are in Chan, the happier you become. The healthier you become, the happier you become. Để khám phá rằng cái công phu thiền càng ngày càng cao, thì cái gì càng ngày càng khỏe ra, và càng ngày càng hạnh phúc hơn, càng sung sướng hơn. Okay. I believe it or not, I get older and yet my body becomes healthier and healthier. Mặc dù càng ngày càng lớn tuổi, cái cơ thể càng ngày nó khỏe ra. In fact, these things you cannot avoid with old age. Những lúc mình lớn tuổi, you can't help it, your body becomes less flexible. Cơ thể mình càng ngày nó cứng cáp hơn. It's natural. And then you develop arthritis. It's quite commonplace. Lớn tuổi, I know you are young, and I'm telling you what you can look forward to. And I found out, for example, I would sit dry for about an hour or two without any problem. The mind doesn't get tired. But after you stand up, your body is stiff. Does it happen to any of you? That's arthritis. That's the onset of arthritis. Okay? So if you meditate, you don't feel stiff. Nếu quý vị mà lái xe 2-3 tiếng đồng hồ, thường mấy người lớn tuổi, người nó cứng cáp, nó cứng lại. Và như quý vị thiền, người quý vị không cứng đâu. In fact, I used to drive to my master's temple up north. I used to in LA, and I would drive to the city of 10,000 Buddhas. I would highly recommend you go there for just for curiosity. It's a very, very nice place. And it's about 8-hour drive. And I used to be able to drive without any problem, back and forth in the same day. I wouldn't even feel tired. So nowadays I tell you I meditate, because if I don't, my body will feel stiff. If I meditate, I feel a lot more vigorous, more energized. And some of my students claim I become more gentle and more understanding. Okay? All right. So it's very, very good thing. I find that before, my life was very stressful. Trước khi mà thầy còn tại gia, cuộc sống nó rất là căng thẳng, tinh thần rất là căng thẳng. And over the years, you know, I do a lot more than before. Bây giờ thầy làm việc nhiều hơn lúc trước. We work 7 days a week. We don't have weekends off. Weekends is when we get real busy. And weekdays is when we fight each other. I'm kidding, no. So, you know, I haven't been on vacation for years, maybe 20 years. I don't remember anymore. My life has I become busier, and I'm supposed to have more stress than before. But actually, I hardly feel any stress nowadays at all, even though it's a lot busier, a lot more work, a lot more demanding. Okay, so Chan is a very effective way of dealing with stress. Thì nó càng ngày càng giàu, càng tu, một đời cuộc sống càng ngày nó càng bận rộn thêm, rất là nhiều chuyện phải làm hơn lúc trước nhiều. 7 ngày trên 7 là phải làm việc, mà như vậy cái tinh thần nó hoàn toàn nó không có căng thẳng, rất là ít căng thẳng. As soon as I'm aware the stress building up, it's released right away. That's the Chan skill right there. As soon as you're aware of the stress level, you naturally will release it, dissipate it. That's the Chan skill you can expect to be able to develop over time. Từ từ như trình độ thầy, mỗi lần mà thấy cảm thấy tinh thần căng thẳng, mà khi biết mà căng thẳng rồi, tự động nó xả ngay lập tức. Tự động vào một cái cơ, có cái cách để mà tự động nó xả, mình tiếp tục làm việc. And you don't need to go on vacation to release it. You don't need to take a walk to release it. It's natural. It's very fast. So quickly you learn to solve your problems. Thành ra mình có có nhiều cái cách, cái ý mình, cái óc mình nó lè lắm, nó sáng lắm. Thành khi mình thấy vấn đề, mình giải cái vấn đề mình rất là lẹ. So that's what Chan is ultimately. Chan is to help develop your wisdom. That's what I like so much about it. Cuối cùng thì mê thiền là tại sao? Tại cái thiền nó khai mở trí huệ của mình. You become wiser, you become more alert, more aware. Mình có cái trí huệ nó phát ra, mình nó sáng, trí nó sáng suốt hơn. And you become so much more relaxed, so much more efficient at solving your problems. Cả ngày mình thư thả hơn, bận rộn nhiều nó thư thả, mà mình giải quyết vấn đề mình nó có hữu hiệu hơn nhiều. Okay. So that's what Chan is about. This is why we're teaching Chan. Bởi vậy thầy mới tiếp tục dạy thiền. I've been teaching Chan for 9 years, 8-9 years. And many of my students have been with me for several years now. Nhiều học trò thầy theo thầy 7-8 năm rồi. They the skill pretty high. Let me tell you, trình độ họ cao lắm. And so we have a wide range of students at different levels. Học trò thầy trình độ nó khác nhau nhiều. And So that's why traditionally the way my master class is like you sit for an hour. Thường thường cái lớp thiền của chúng tôi đó, mà theo thầy học ngày tiến hóa thì ngồi thiền tiếng đồng hồ for an hour. Why an hour? Sao ngồi tiếng đồng hồ? There are many reasons why we want to sit for an hour. I went through those reasons throughout the years. I recently came across another good reason. Why are you laughing already? I read somewhere on the internet, he says, you definitely should sit for 20 minutes a day. Khuyên á, là quý vị phải ngồi thiền ít nhất 20 phút. Okay. For example, this gentleman here, you know, he sits there and you can tell right away, can you tell he's a lot more relaxed than he's not meditating? Look at him, see, he's almost falling asleep. That's a state of happiness. Okay, it relaxes you. So it's true. I have to agree with that. Internet. I'm very suspicious of internet things. Let me tell you, that's my bias. Okay, you cannot tell, you know, false from true. They're always up to something, right? I mean, they say they give you a great saying that, by the way, you want to learn more, pay more. You have to pay me now. This is when, you know, I'm conditioned to be disappointed when I go, you know, deeper in the internet things. Because someone is always up to, you know, trying to get money out of you, get you to buy something. But this thing here, I must agree with you. Hồi trước giờ thì nghi ngờ mấy cái mạng chuyên môn, ta dụ quý vị xong rồi gì nói hay vui vui, xong rồi có bắt quý vị phải chi tiền, mà mình thầy đâu có tiền đâu mà chi, mình kéo nữa, không chi dễ dàng nữa. Thầy nghi ngờ, thì cái này thầy phải đồng ý, thầy nói là quý vị mỗi ngày phải thiền ít nhất 20 phút, 20 minutes, I have to agree with that. And it's not over yet. It's that you must meditate for 20 minutes every day, okay? Unless you are very busy. Sound familiar? Thì mới nói là quý vị phải thiền ít nhất 20 phút một ngày, trừ phi quý vị bận rộn, rất là bận rộn, right? And if you're extremely busy, then you must meditate for an hour. And right on. Mà nếu như quý vị thiệt sự mà bận rộn thì quý vị sẽ ngồi thiền 1 tiếng. You know why? Your mind is sharper. You can go through the day better, and you are better. You have more energy, and you can go through the day a lot easier and do a lot more. That's my experience. Okay. You think most of you will come to my class in 1 hour every day? I don't have time to come to class. Let alone meditate every hour, an hour every day. Mọi người tới lớp thiền, ai mới tới cũng than phiền. Thì ví dụ thiền 1 tiếng đồng hồ một ngày, ai mà có thời giờ đó? Thời buổi bận rộn quá, right? They're too busy. So to that we say, sleep an hour less. Mình nói là ngủ bớt 1 tiếng đồng hồ. Because once you get used to it, give me a month, okay? Sleep less than an hour a day. If you're too busy, you don't have time, you can find time. Sleep an hour less. And you find out that at first, your body complains. You're very grouchy. But once your body's conditioned to it, you are a lot more nimble, you have a lot more energy throughout the day. Lúc đầu cái cơ thể nó hơi khó chịu, nó thiếu ngủ. Thì khi mà quen rồi á, 1 tháng sau sẽ quen, quý vị thấy sẽ cái đầu nó sáng hơn và có nhiều sức để làm việc hơn. Okay? Life becomes more enjoyable because you sleep less. Okay? But anyway, the one thing that naturally occurs is that every time you meditate, you heal your illness. Nói chuyện mà thông thường, rất thông mỗi lần khi mà quý vị ngồi thiền như vậy, quý vị đang chữa bệnh. Does who among you feels you have no sickness? Có ai nghĩ mình không có bệnh không? Especially young people, right? You, sir, you're very young. You look very young. You're like 19, right? There you go. That's a line I use often for my princesses. But you feel you have any illness? What kind of illness can we share with us? Your knee hurt? Welcome to old age. The natural thing about meditation, every time you calm yourself, you calm your mind, calm yourself down, sit still. Thì cái việc ngồi thiền là bớt suy nghĩ. When you meditate, naturally your mind is more at rest. Okay? Thì mỗi lần cái vị thiền, óc cái vị nó được nghỉ ngơi. You know, we need a break for our mind. Our mind needs a break. Okay, and meditation is one of the most natural, the most beneficial form of rest for your mind. Okay. Cái thiền là một cái cách mà hữu hiệu nhất để cho tâm cái vị nó được nghỉ ngơi. Nothing more effective than that. Okay, and when your mind is at rest like that, you naturally heal the small aches and pain in your body. Từ đầu những cái chuyện mà cái chỗ mà nhức mỏi nó tê là trong cơ thể quý vị tự động nó được giải quyết naturally. Okay, and you sit a little bit longer, and now you're healing the more serious problem. Ngồi lâu hơn một tí thì quý vị bắt đầu giải quyết những vấn đề nó khó khăn hơn. For example, I noticed someone was coughing. Okay, it's not the first time. The last time she came, she coughed as well. That's a very good sign. Now it's healing the lungs issues. You have some lung issues. So you cough. If you cough, you expel the germs so that we can help you inhale those germs. I'm kidding. No, all your germs are neutralized in our temple. Don't worry. You're not spreading anything. Don't worry. I assure you. Okay, đừng có sợ. Cái chùa này quý vị đừng có sợ là truyền nhiễm không được đâu. Những cái vi trùng nó ra khỏi mà không khí là nó không được làm hại người khác. Okay. We have this agreement, all the germs. You can be here, but you have to behave yourself. Okay, do not hurt others. And so far they behave for the last several years, so you can rest assured it's okay. Đừng có sợ. So naturally, as you sit longer, now you're now addressing the more serious issues in your body naturally. You don't have to do anything. That's what happens naturally every time you meditate for an hour. Thành ra mỗi lần quý vị ngồi thiền thì bắt đầu 50 phút bắt đầu nó giải quyết những cái tê nhức cái nó cứng các con cơ thể, xong 15 phút 20 phút nửa tiếng bắt đầu nó giải quyết vấn đề nó nặng hơn. Các tự động quý vị không cần làm gì hết đó, giải quyết những cái bệnh hoạn. Okay? The longer you sit, the more healing goes on inside your body naturally. Don't have to do anything but sit still. That's the trick. You sit still or yên. See, I'll help you. He comes help you and help you. Yes, Shana.
I want to share that I used to go to chiropractor every month before I started. And then after
Oh my God, that's bad news for my chiropractor disciple.
It's a big thing.
Cô này cô nói cô trước 3 năm trước cô bắt đầu thiền, cô mỗi tuần cô phải đi chăm cứu. It's very smart. She's very smart, by the way. She's Korean, and maybe it has something to do with Korean people or something. Cô này cô nói, you should go to chiropractor acupuncture, okay? Because what they do is very good for you. By the way, it's all natural. You're not taking anything. That's why I am very high on these things. I still don't trust like herbal medicine because drinking something in. How do you know? What do you know, right? Yeah, yeah. Nhưng uống thuốc là thầy nghi ngờ uống thuốc. Any kind of medicine, I don't like it. Trust me, I do not trust medicine. Never had to take medicine for the last 20 years. 20 năm mà thầy mới uống. I don't take medicine for 20 years now. No medicine whatsoever. Okay? When I'm ill, I meditate. I heal myself. Mỗi lần thầy bệnh, thầy thiền, để mà tự chữa bệnh lại. You can heal yourself through time. You can develop the skills to heal yourself. Okay? Your knee pains, leg pain, they will be healed by chant, by the way. And you keep it up. There's only one illness I have is right here. Whatever it is killing me. I know that's part of life. You heal all the other things. One thing will eventually kill you. Okay? And don't get any misconception. It's not forever. That's the truth. I don't want to mislead you into thinking we can live forever. It's not child's purpose. I'd be worried. Now what do I do with the rest of my life? Huh? I plan for 20 years. That's it. More than that, I get confused. So anyway, so you should try things like a chiropractor or acupuncture if you get a good one. There's a lot of people don't know what they're doing, and they can damage you. Yeah, like nowadays in Chinatown, so on, they have the reflexology, the acupressure. A lot of people massage your feet. It feels very good, but if they do it wrong, it could be bad for you. Yeah, it can mess you up. Yeah. You're all here. She has different techniques. I know what it is. Stability. Preventative. Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. But what about withdrawal? I didn't notice that too much of it. Really? And the doctor was pretty surprised because I didn't want to take it anymore. So I just, first chance I got, I just took it. Wow. Did you hear that? He can just say, I don't want morphine, that's it. He has no withdrawal, no major issues. His mind is so strong, that's why. I'm glad for you. That's wonderful. And Chan, that's what Chan does to your mind. It makes it so strong that you can resist all these temptations. Yes? And by the way, you can get with him, I cannot do free commercials. Well, but you may want to get her her name, yeah. Okay. And I will ask for a 10% referral fee from her later. Yes, John. Right. Right. Really? Medical doctor. And I heard that's, you hear that? They been in Korea, they go through a much more rigorous certification process. Now, is it also true that it's cheaper than acupuncturists here? Yeah, the Korean doctors are cheap. I'm kidding. I'm making fun of her. Huh? But we are not Koreans. But can we go to Korea and get it cheap? That's not helpful, Shana. Okay. We here, we provide useful information to our people. Well, that's cool, isn't it? I mean, like the acupuncture, if you do it right, it's very, very useful. But sometimes, they don't have the proper training. They don't work, and they could be harmful in some cases. If they do it wrong, it's not a good thing for them. Okay. It's also the one thing that bothers me most about these things is the commercial pressure. How do you know? See, these when they need to charge you for the service, they need to show results for you to come back. Okay, and some things take a long time to heal. So if I see results very quickly, and I raise these questions in my mind. Okay. See, same thing in meditation. Chan is a slow, gradual build-up. Okay, the harder you work, the quicker the results. So it's up to you. Okay, but once it's built up, you maintain it. It stays there. Okay, you develop the skills yourself. Thành cái thiền là cái gì phát triển khả năng để mà từ chữa bệnh. Thành nó nhiều khi phải cần bỏ thời giờ để phát triển được cái khiếu đó. Okay. All right. Anything else anyone like to share or have a question for? Yeah.
I do have a question. The other times that I have meditated, I usually feel like really easy. But today I just experienced like heaviness. So it's weird for me to, it's just like, I just feel like heaviness.
Heaviness in the brain?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't really have a thought like really, well, it was just, I don't know, it just felt weird, different than the other times.
The other times where don't mention the name of the place, by the way. Just kidding.
So the other times I get to
where did you go and how did you practice?
And, but it seems like there's some thoughts and they just rain and flow through and
that's the last time or today?
the last time. But this time it was like there was
no thoughts?
No thoughts.
Oh, that's horrible. This is horrible. Continue.
But I felt heaviness.
Heaviness.
Not heaviness.
Oh my God, you're regressing. And this is the second time, right?
This is my third time.
Third time? Wow. How horrible. Oh my God. I don't know what to say. I'm embarrassed. I'm kidding. Because you're regressing. I'm supposed to help you, not. Okay, next question. Cô đã tới 3 lần rồi. Lần đầu cô 2 lần đầu cô thoải mái, nhẹ nhàng, cái tư tưởng nó bỗng nhiên nó xả ra. Ngày nay tới là hỏi cô cái đầu nó nặng. Hỏi nặng sao nặng vậy? Cô nói là tại vì cái đầu nó không suy nghĩ hết, bây giờ đầu nó nặng. Thì nó trời, cô hỏi mấy chuyện khó trả lời quá, mắc cỡ. Rõ ràng đừng tụt lùi. Can our great Chan meditation professional help us out? We are sure it's going to be okay. Keep on paying. Yes. How do you answer this? No answer. This is why I still have to be here. Every time someone has a question, they say, I haven't heard that before. I said, make up something, doesn't matter.
Thank you.
Say anything. They don't know, they can't tell. Just sound important. Yeah. Thì nó cứ bịa chuyện ra, mình giả đò mình nói, nhưng mình nói mình biết mình đang nói gì, ai mà biết ai biết đúng là sai. Yes,
She said something about no thought.
uh-huh.
I think that's the key thing. The key thing
No, this is information that people have to pay that for me to talk about. Remember the internet thing? Now I have you here. Now I have you here. It's actually is a good thing. You see, what happened is she said something along what Sarah just talked about. The first couple of times she's able to relax and she can release her thoughts, right? You somehow it releases you some of your worries, maybe. Huh? Is that fair to say? Mấy hai lần trước cô tới đó, thì cô thấy bộ như thấy bớt lo âu. Okay, that's the nature of time. It enables you to let go of anxiety, reduce stress, bớt cái lo âu, bớt cái căng thẳng tinh thần. That's natural when you meditate. Okay, so that's why you feel lighter. You feel more pleasant because your mind is free. Okay, it's not as overworked, as tired, and that induces a more pleasant feeling. Does it ring a bell? Does it make sense? Sounds good, huh? It's also true. Okay, thành ra lúc mà cái gì bớt suy nghĩ, tự động cái óc nó bớt căng thẳng, nó bớt lo âu, tự động người nó bỗng nhiên cái mình cảm thấy nó nhẹ nhàng, thành cô nó có thể sung sướng. But the third time, what happened this time? What happened today? Ngày hôm nay chuyện gì xảy ra? What happened is that now she's in a different gear. Thì ngày hôm nay khác biệt cái chỗ là cô lên số rồi. What happened is, as Sarah said, the key is that you have no thoughts, right? You're not thinking. Much lighter than before. And right, the head is lighter initially, right? Lúc đầu á, that's what happened to you. When you stop thinking, your head becomes lighter at first, and then it gets heavier. Okay? Rồi đó, lúc mà bớt suy nghĩ tự động, khi quý vị ngừng suy nghĩ lại, cái óc quý vị đó, nó tự động nó nhẹ hơn, xong nó sẽ nặng hơn. Why does it become heavier? My expert students. Oh, the head feels heavier. Yeah, it feels heavier, like a small headache or something there is building up, right? See, I know.
heavy, but it's not a headache.
I know. I go through it so often too myself. Yes. So what is it? Precisely. So what happens is that remember when you're so worried, you are so busy, you're thinking so hard at work, huh? Right? How heavy your head felt, right? It's like you can't think anymore. It's like you're frozen, you terrified. Like when you're terrified, you can't react anymore. Remember those feelings? Ever happened to you before? Raise your hands. I know it happened to all of you. Okay? That feeling, right? Because what happens there is that you have an overload in the brain. Okay? And actually, your brain is being damaged when it happens. You're damaging your brain. You're causing blockages in your brains. And that's why you do it often enough, every day, your affected area shrinks. Because it's frozen, because it has what is called chi blockages. Okay? When you meditate, now you have the chi here that rises. Okay? It rises from your navel. Mà khi cái vị thiền, cái vị khí nó thốc từ cái đan điền nó lở xuống, the navel area. That's where it originates. Okay? All the chi that flows in your body, you know chi, right? Everyone knows of chi, right? Chi is what flows throughout your body naturally. If it doesn't flow, you die. You don't have to be aware, you don't have to know, it's just there. Because if it's not there, you'll be in cemetery. Okay? So the chi here flows. So what happens is when you meditate, the chi builds in your navel, okay? Navel area. Đến lúc mình quý vị thiền, khí nó tụ ở đây. Then it rises. It rises. It's a major channel is around your spine area. Okay? It's a column from your navel. It rises up. Okay? So now what happens, this is the one thing you ought to be aware of. Cần phải biết điều này. When you meditate, the first thing that happens to you is what? It heals your stomach upsets. It makes your digestion stronger and better. And that has been proven in a study at a university. I forgot which one. They said that if people, this is supported by a research associate professor that she told me, she used to come to one of my master's temple, she told us. And she said at her university, they studied people who cross the legs in full lotus, they cross the legs, okay? And they realized, they discovered that it helps improve their digestion. Okay, then otherwise. Họ nghiên cứu mấy cái trong đại học bên y khoa đó, và nghiên cứu quý vị ngồi kiết già mà thiền đó, thì nó giúp cái bộ phận tiêu hóa của quý vị. Okay, I heard of it 20 years ago. I was very impressed. As I learned, I practiced Chan more, that I began to understand why. Từ từ thầy nghe 20 năm trước rồi, xong luyện thiền thầy mới hiểu tại sao. Because a very simple reason is that as the chi rises, it heals your stomach problems. Okay? Và cái khí nó thốc lên là nó giải quyết vấn đề của bao tử quý vị. Then it rises up to your lungs. Aha. When you heal your lungs, you expel it. You zap them, and some you cannot zap, you get expelled. That's why you cough. So coughing is a good thing when you meditate. Okay? You're healing yourself. Okay? So then it keeps on rising and rising and rising. Guess what? Your brains now is unblocking those areas before that was damaged through excessive use of your brain. Excessive thinking is very damaging to your brains, by the way. Quý vị suy nghĩ nhiều quá nó hại cho óc của quý vị. Này, cô này, trường hợp cô này là cô ngồi thiền mà cô ngừng suy nghĩ một cái, nó thốc lên như vậy thì nó giải quyết cái đầu. So it's clearing up your brains. If you sit a little bit longer, continue to sit, that heaviness will go away. Okay, that's all. So it's a very good thing. You're healing your brains. Believe it or not.
It just feels, no, it feels good. I tried to do meditation. I have been doing it for few months or time.
Yeah.
And
it's every day, my dear.
But it has never been like no thought, and then, but I felt like what you say is really light, and then I feel like when you were explaining, and but then I started feeling heavy, but I just continue with the meditation. But at the end, it's like what just happened to me. But I don't feel bad. I feel good. Yeah. I mean, that's funny.
Yeah.
It's just like I had never felt that in the first time.
Yeah. Congratulations. Very good. Chuyện tốt đó. So you keep it up. We clear up. And now you find, for example, after it clears up, you find yourself have more stamina. Physically have more stamina. And number two, your mind is slightly sharper, faster than before. Oh yeah. I can tell those things, but you guys are not sensitive. Eventually you see. And then the next layer, and it's not going to stop. Okay, it handles the outer layer of blockages. Then your chi gets stronger, and then inner layer, inner layer, inner layer. So the more skilled you become, okay, the clearer your head. It's endless. Okay, there's a lot of room for improvement. Okay, so it's a good thing. So the key here, as Shauna, as Sarah points it out, is when you stop thinking, when you clear your head, that's when all these great things happens a lot quicker. And this is why you meditate, you close your eyes, and you try to relax and clear your head. That's all you have to do. Do whatever it takes to clear your head. Okay? Then all the good things will naturally occur. You don't need to be thinking, well, what's gonna happen today? I'm sitting for 45 minutes now. I hope I get something out of it. Don't even think about it. Let it happen naturally. Okay? Ta ngồi chỉ ngồi yên thôi, đừng có suy nghĩ hết, tự động những chuyện tốt nó xảy ra. You don't have to be greedy. You have to be thinking about anything. Just let go. Just let go. Blank your mind. Let go. Okay? All right?
It feels like building up. You know when you build up a muscle?
Yeah. Yeah. You feel energized. You have more energy. Okay? And that's when you learn to be gentle with your boyfriend. Oh, we can't take it.
I'm not even thinking about it.
No, but I need you to think about it, because otherwise you give a bad name to Chan, to your boyfriend. It's important to us. We could use the positive publicity. Yes? Anything else? Same thing with stress. Okay? Clearing your head will reduce stress tremendously, naturally. Or there's another way. Much easier. Oh, yeah. I quote Willie Nelson. Anyone know Willie Nelson? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there are 2 of us, 3 of us. Willie Nelson says, there's one thing that is certain, the stress will kill you. That's what Willie Nelson says. Okay. Cái ông ca sĩ Willie Nelson nổi tiếng lắm, ông nói là cái căng thẳng tinh thần sẽ giết cái gì. And there's always been a cure for it. Và trước giờ nó có một cách mà chữa cái tinh thần căng thẳng. You know what it is? We know. He says there's always cannabis, and there always will be cannabis to fix it. Tôi nói là người thuốc có physica nó sẽ hết. See, that's the one very quick way to fix the stress problem. You inhale. One of our presidents says, I inhale a little bit when I. Okay, so that's one surefire way to take care of stress is inhale. I agree that it works. You know why it works? Because it stops you thinking. You become numb. Yeah. Okay, what do you want? See, this is a state where you're not thinking anymore. Right? That's why it works. You think I'm kidding? No, I'm not kidding. But nor am I recommending unless you must have it. Okay? So the reason that marijuana works, and again, I must tell you, all you internet people, I'm not selling marijuana. The reason it works because it numbs your brain. It prevents you from thinking, and that's why it relaxes you. Okay? But there's a drawback to it. What is it? It also fries your brains. It also damages your brains. So some of my students actually do use marijuana every day. I know some of you use it every day. And that's why you ought to continue with chant, okay? Because you use it and you use chant, you clear it up. You use it and you chant, clear it up. This is at least, hurting yourself that badly. Okay, so we don't think you should use marijuana as a normal practice, but you meditate will reduce stress a lot more effectively than marijuana, by the way. Much better with chant. Okay, because marijuana has a peak and then it decreases efficiency. Okay, whereas chant will continue to get higher and higher if the more skilled you become. Okay, yes.
You don't feel the same feeling when you first
Yeah.
try.
Right.
You have to add more.
Right.
Other medications.
Right.
Have the same support.
Right. Mm-hmm. So that's why it decreases in effectiveness, whereas chant increases, 3 times. And she sees the effect already. I wish I could say the same. That's why it's so embarrassing to hear her story. Because I couldn't make the same claim. Some of us are better than others. I'm glad I have 20 years ahead of you. Okay, anything else? Yes, sir.
It's hard for me to understand how marijuana damages the brain.
Oh, see. It helps, right? It helps. It helps tremendously. It numbs you. It numbs you.
You're making it illegal, or they're saying it's illegal, but yet.
It has beneficial. It has it's good. It's use.
Strictly for Mexico.
Yeah.
Mexico is down there supposed to.
Me too. I'm gonna get one for my arthritis. Yeah.
And yet, that's legal, and the marijuana isn't legal.
It's too involved, and I don't have any medical scientific facts. Okay, if you use chemicals to numb your feelings and brain, that somewhere in your mind it's not good. Something is not good about it. That's what I'm talking about. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay, when you say numb, I say relax.
Yeah, relaxes your brains and so on. There's a better way to do without having to use chemicals. Chant, you don't need chemicals in chant. You don't need to use chemicals, and yet you have much bigger results, much better results. That's all I know. That's why I'm not a scientist. That's why I can't go into scientific facts and data, which I don't have, and I'm not interested in that. All I know is that if you practice chant, the chant skills improve. It becomes much better than marijuana, much better. But you have to work for it. Marijuana, you don't have to work for it. You just pay. There's a difference. Yeah, there's a difference. Okay, you want to save money? Do chant. You have a lot of money? Do both. You're poor like me, you have no choice. Actually, it's true because when I was a monk, I was very poor. I'm still very poor, but compared to the other monks. But before, I was so poor, I had no medical insurance. When I was sick, okay, if I was sick, I couldn't afford to go see a doctor. It's too expensive when you have no money. So you meditate. That's how you naturally develop the ability to fix yourself. You develop the skills. When there's a need, you will develop skills. Otherwise, you die. And the proof is that I haven't died yet. Okay. Well, enough bragging about myself. Can we go have lunch? Let's go enjoy ourselves. It's not the same as, but